Alright guys, so I'm going to show you a quick video about different options you have to access your ebook. There's a few different things going on here, so let me let me show you here. So I'm in our Blackboard course. Navigate to my math lab. Okay, here we are. So actually you won't have all these links over here. Those are just my instructor links. You'll just have these two links right here. Of course, if you go to all your assignments, you'll be taken to a list of your assignments. Let's say you're working in an assignment. So we're in section 2.1. Let's just start it real fast. Let's say you want to go to this section in the book. Okay. Well, if you go up here to question help, there's a few different things here. Now, some questions will have you have more options here. You can always send me an email right here. You can, I prefer you to use the Ask Your Instructor discussion board. Please do that before you do this right here, because that way other people can see my reply to you. But there's a link to the textbook. Okay, and again, there's on some questions there's more help. That's a pretty straightforward question. Here there's a help me solve this. That's a view another example, or actually it walks you through it. Here, view an example, it shows you how to a worked out example. This one kind of leaves blanks in that example and kind of walks you through the steps, but you still have to do some of the work. But the reason I wanted to show you this is the textbook part. If you click textbook, this happens. Now a lot of people think, I don't know what the heck just happened here. I just downloaded this file right here. Okay, but the thing is, one version of your textbook you download like per section. It's the nicer interactive version of your textbook. Now, but in order to open this file right there, you have to have downloaded what's called Wolfram CDF player. So if you have not downloaded the CDF player, you won't be able to open this file. Notice there's a little kind of red icon right there. I have downloaded it already, so I can open that file, but I'll show you where you need to go to download that program so you can open this file. Okay, so close out your homework. It's going to say I didn't do anything, so I'll just leave it. If I go back to here, back in Blackboard, go to the eText course home, the other link you have. Okay, give it a sec to load. All right, if I click, so this is just the course home page. If I go here to the HTML ebook, okay, I put some directions here for you. If you want to just look at the entire book, like you don't want to go to a specific chapter, there's a link right here. Okay, that just loads up your ebook. Okay, you can go wherever you want to. You have to be logged in to the internet to view this. So I can go like chapter 1, there's 2.1. There we are. I can read through the ebook, scroll down, go to this. I can go to different pages. I can just browse by page, or I can go to a specific page, all that kind of stuff. This is, you have to be logged in to the internet to view that. Again, where did I go? I was at the course home, then I clicked on ebook, and then the direct link is right here. Now, if you want to open those files that you could access like inside the homework assignment, where it takes you to a specific section, regarding that problem you're working on, you need the program called Wolfram CDF Player. Okay, you can download it using this link right here. It's free. It's Wolfram. They're the people that make Mathematica. It's a very legitimate company. Like there's no that's not spam or anything. This is a serious company. You can trust these guys. You're not downloading any kind of crazy malware or anything. You just need to fill out this form, email school. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything at all. Download the file. Download the exe. You're going to install you'll install the program. Once you install that program, then when you go back to your assignments, say let's click on section 1-4. Let's look at problem 14. Say we're stuck on problem 14. Cosine, that's an odd ratio there, so we'll have to That's not like a unit circle issue, so we'll have to use some trig for that. Let's say we can't remember how to do that. Well, we go to question help, textbook. This opens up. Open the file up. Give the program a second to open up, and there you go. It takes you to section 1-4, where that question comes from. So now you can review radians, which would be a really good idea to do for everybody. Notice like this version of the ebook is kind of interactive. See, there's like not every example is like this, but you have like these different examples, like you can kind of play with it. Okay, so you can do all these different things here and change, what's going on here. Theta equals -3. You can see, you can play around it. This is a unit circle, and you can play around with how you can change the items in the unit circle and stuff. So anyway, it's a pretty cool book. You can go down here, and again, there's some other interactive stuff here. Changing the coordinates x and y on the unit circle and seeing how that affects your trig ratios. Here's a pretty good version of the unit circle. Like, it's kind of busy. But this is like a good version of the unit circle to work off of, of the stuff you need to know, like sine, cosine, tangent, to how to read off the sine, cosine, tangent, or the reciprocal functions of these common angles: pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, pi, 0, 2 pi, all those. Okay. Anyway, this is the version that you download, and you don't need after you download it, you don't need the internet. Like you could store this this file if you had like a laptop. You could download all the files, download the CDF player, and then you could not be required to use internet to open those files. So if you happen to be somewhere with your laptop without internet access, you could still open all these up. There's also these quizzes. Let's see. Radian measure of an angle corresponding to 1/8 of a circle. All right, is that right? Nope. Oh, yeah, it is. Pi over 4. I was right. But if you go there, wrong. Pi over 4. Tangent of 3/4 pi. Well, go back to unit circle. 3/4 pi. What's the tangent? Okay, well, tangent is sine over cosine, y over x. So it's the quotient of these two, same number, different in sign, so it should be -1. Let's go down here, -1. There we go. If you had guessed 1, or if you had thought 1, it tells you wrong. So there's like these little quizzes. It's not like these are tied to homework or anything. It's good practice. Okay, solving stuff like this is a good idea. So doing these would be a good review, and there's no stakes to it. It's not like you're going to get a bad grade if you do get it right, or if you get it wrong. Okay, so do use this book, but again, if you don't want to, I would very much so encourage you to use this version of the book, especially since you can always access the exact section from the book that a particular problem comes from. Again, go to any homework assignment. Let's see. Let's go back to homework assignments. Even if we go anything random, 3-1. 3-1, let's do question 16. I don't remember, let's see, textbook, downloads. There we are. So it takes us to, section 3-1 about, derivatives and tangent lines and stuff. Okay? Again, interactive examples. This is a really good example, by the way. Okay? This is showing you how you can approximate a tangent line. That red line, or kind of magenta line, is a tangent line at point P to this curve f of x. And what we do is we use tangent lines to approximate that secant, we use secant lines to approximate that tangent line. And the trick is that you pick a point Q on the curve, and as you move that point closer and closer to P, you get a better and better approximation of your tangent line. That is, the green secant line gets to look more and more and more like that magenta tangent line. In fact, if you let the limit of delta x here is the difference between your x values of P and Q, as delta x gets smaller and smaller, closer to 0, so right now delta x is 0.43. as delta x gets closer and closer and closer to 0, the secant line, which is the green line, looks closer and closer and closer to the magenta tangent line. Okay. Again, I like this version of your book because it has all these interactive examples and it has the quiz. Okay. So I'd encourage you to do that, but you have the other, again, just to reiterate, the other way to access your book, it's not the interactive version, but the other way to access your book is just go to the eText course home, click on, come on here, eBook, and click on the direct link, and this is the one you have to have the internet for, but it's just the full book. You can go anywhere you want to. Browse by page, scroll by page, and that's that. Okay, it's not interactive. It doesn't have those neat examples, but it's your book. Okay. If you have any questions about how that works, again, just make sure to grab that CDF player if you want to download those files that are linked in your homework. Okay, it's free. It's a reputable company. It's a very, very reputable company actually. So there's no issue with any kind of monkey business with the software thing. Okay, if any questions about anything, let me know. I'm more than happy to help. I hope this video helped you understand the differences, the two options we have with the ebook and the differences between them. Never hesitate to ask if you have any questions at all.